Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Senior Airman Aimee Moore. It is an honor to be able to speak to you about the Veterans Program at Healing with Horses Ranch. As many of us are at home with our families during this unparalleled time, I would like to welcome you to my home that I share with my young son and our new puppy. I'm specifically choosing to minimize parts of my story so audiences of all ages can listen. However, the struggles and emotional burdens still carried by myself and other victims are not minimized. If you or anyone you know sharing similar experiences, please do not be afraid to reach out to any member of Healing with Horses Ranch or myself. We are here for you, and so are the horses. I'm a medic in the United States Air Force Reserve, and I've been a volunteering student at Healing with Horses Ranch for over 3 years. I've participated in the 10-week Veterans Program, and this afternoon, I'm going to share how Healing with Horses Ranch is mission essential. During this pandemic, mission essential has been a commonly used term to define businesses and personnel whose services are essential to the community. While Healing with Horses Ranch was deemed an essential operation, the staff struggled with deciding if the services offered to the over 75 weekly students and more than 150 volunteers were necessary to continue. The reason I'm able to speak to you candidly today is because the physical, mental, and emotional support I've received from the ranch is mission essential to my life. Your generous donations this afternoon ensure that key resources and services can remain ongoing for our veterans and service members who may be in need of additional support. I found Healing with Horses Ranch at the darkest period in my life. I was in the middle of a contentious 21-month divorce that ripped me from my son and my home in a matter of days, when I became the victim of an assault that has scarred me physically and emotionally. 8 weeks later, repercussions of the assault left me choosing to make a difficult decision, a heavy burden I will carry with me for the rest of my life. This was my personal breaking point, and I turned to the ranch for help. When I arrived, I could barely talk or make eye contact, shut down from the depression and post-traumatic stress. I vividly remember Patty asking me what brought me to the ranch, and I stumbled to say that I was a victim. Over the next several months, I spent countless hours and days at the ranch, disconnecting from the horrific version of reality my mind had created, forcing my body to exhaustion just so I could sleep at night without fears of horrifying reenactments and flashbacks. Unknowingly at the time, the ranch was mission essential to my mental and emotional recovery from those horrific experiences. Over the next few months, I rode the emotional roller coaster of post-traumatic stress. Every peak and valley, the horses were there to guide me and comfort me. As I began to climb out of the darkness of depression, anxiety, and dissociative episodes, another challenge was waiting for me on the horizon. In June of 2018, I suffered a minor stroke, leaving me physically and cognitively disabled. I was unable to balance and walk, lost to assess my body's positioning and movements, lost the ability to assess depth accurately, and suffered many other vision abnormalities. During my 3 months of rehabilitation, I challenged my mind and body in physical therapy, as well as during my weekly trips to the ranch. Grooming the horses helped me work on hand-eye coordination. Walking around the uneven terrain helped me work on stability and balance. Connecting with the horses kept me emotionally present and gave me the motivation to work even harder so that one day I could get back in the saddle. During this period in my life, the ranch was mission essential to my physical recovery, in addition to the support I had previously received. In April of 2019, I set off to basic military training and then subsequently on to tech school. I was physically, mentally, and emotionally prepared for the journey I was embarking on, and a large part of the preparation is credited to the work I had done at the ranch in the years prior. After 8 months of being away from home and my son, the transition back to civilian life was much more difficult than I expected. My wingmen were suddenly spread out over the country, as the military has a way of helping you find your best friends and then tearing you apart. The rigid structure I had become used to on base was now gone, and replicating that in the civilian world is nearly impossible. The camaraderie in the military is unwavering, and suddenly I was back home and alone. Most of all, my explicit purpose and mission were gone. For weeks after returning home, I struggled with reintegration. Parenting and reconnecting with my son were challenging for me. And while I was not deployed in a combat zone or put my life on the front line as many here have, I was experiencing the period of transition that many service members experiencing when returning to civilian life or back home from a deployment. I leaned on the services at the ranch to prioritize my reintegration as mission essential. Included in this reintegration was the 10-week Veterans Helping Veterans program, which afforded me the opportunity to connect with other service members and veterans who share similar experiences and struggles. Each week, this group is tasked with missions ranging from groundwork between handler and horse to trail rides through the 40-plus acres of the ranch. These lessons became more than just simple tasks, but a way to improve communication skills, patience, trust, confidence, and resiliency while providing purpose that I had not felt since last putting on my uniform. The lessons also gave me one-on-one time with horses where I could take a moment to pause from the chaos of life to check in with myself. There were times I shared in joyous moments, and there were times where all I needed was to wrap my arms around a horse and cry. This program became my safe zone, free from judgment, and open and speak honestly about the struggles I was experiencing from returning home. I consider Healing with Horses Ranch and the Veterans Program mission essential to any and every service member and veteran in need of support. While this program is of no cost to veterans and active duty service members, there are large costs associated, and this is where I am asking you for help. Your generous donations this afternoon ensure that veterans can continue to receive the multitude of benefits this program provides. Your contributions are mission essential to the success of this program and the success of our veterans. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon. I sincerely hope that you and your family are doing well and are safe at home. Okay, so it says, thank you, Aimee. I would like to ask you who your favorite horse is and do they love you? As many people at the ranch know, my favorite horse is Bo. Who's your favorite horse?
Oreo.
And do you think Oreo loves you? You don't know? So I think that Bo loves me only if I love me. So I found in my experiences at the ranch that the horses are a mirror for how I'm feeling. So if I'm anxious, my horse will be anxious. If I love myself, Bo will love me. So that's how I feel about Bo. Do you think Oreo loves you? For sure. What is it like to be a mom, a veteran in the reserve, and have a career? It is a challenge, for sure. As the game earlier showed, we do wear many hats. I wear the hat of mom. I do wear the hat as a reservist, and then also I do have my civilian career. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't give it up. I absolutely love it. But it is very difficult and very challenging to balance everything and to succeed at everything. Thankfully, I have many support resources, including the ranch, as well as my military unit. And without those, I would not be successful. What can businesses and other supporters do to support veterans like you? Donate. Donate, 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 donate. We absolutely need your assistance and we need your resources. If it's not financial, we can use other resources that you or your business might have to be able to help us out. We absolutely appreciate everything that anyone donates to us, and we can't say thank you enough. So that is absolutely what we need. Donate, donate, donate. Time, services, anything. We would really appreciate it. Oh, Ellie's sleeping. Okay, sorry. I'll try and be quiet. Thank you all very much. Bye. Stay safe at home. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.